Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. Here I am again in the Palace, Grand Central Terminal. Not Grand Central Madison, Grand Central Station. A pox on you and all your ancestors if you ever say that in my presence, or anybody's presence who works for this company here, headquartered in Grand Central Terminal. It is magnificent. Never get tired of going here. What am I going to do today? Well, I know I want to see the Metro-North Holiday Lights Train, and I think I may have an opportunity to see it several times this evening. Let's do it. You may find this extremely hard to believe, but I'm going to ride on this train. One of those North White Plains tortoises. Well, I detrained at Botanical Garden Station. Fortunately, I didn't have to ride this North White Plains local very long. I'm still clean shaven. The only trains that stop here are pretty much the White Plains North locals. It's a gorgeous day here at the Botanical Garden. I actually went across the street to try to stroll around the grounds a little bit, but the grounds are currently closed as there was a water main break here recently. So I'm not going to attend the holiday train show. It wasn't really my intention anyway. I prefer to see real trains, as I expect to see the Holiday Lights train this evening a couple of times or so. But we'll get a lot of rail fanning in here, as it's a busy line, this Harlem Line of Metro-North, also used by New Haven Line trains. .335, that was 641, Grand Central to Southeast. Like I said, the only trains that stop here are those North White Plains locals. So I hate to admit it, but they do serve a purpose, catering to the business here at the Botanical Garden. .338, that was 543 to North White Plains. One of those express trains. Okay, 3:39 on this gorgeous afternoon for December is train 560, North White Plains to Grand Central Local. This train won't make much speed before he gets to his next stop at Fordham, just around the curve. Yeah, the tracks are numbered left to right, 3124. Tell you, the weather today is most unusual. Sunny and warm, like it's about 55 degrees right now. Most of the time in December when it's warm, it's been raining, and when it's been sunny, it's been freezing cold. 346 approaching his train 343. A North White Plains local will be stopping here. Sun angle is pretty brutal for trains coming out of New York. stop for him will be Williamsbridge and then Woodlawn, etc., etc., etc. 3:48, here's train 1540, Grand Central to New Haven. It's a busy place. Here comes 1342 bound for Stamford. Comes 662 southeast of Grand Central at 3:55. At the south end of the station platform here are the signals for CP 109. Train. Here comes 1569 from New Haven to Grand Central. M8's galore here. Approaching at 4:02 is train 943 bound for faraway Wassaic. The first of the two through trains going there. This next stop is White Plains. 4:07, we have equipment from North White Plains, set of M3As. Backlighting here. Oh, here comes 562 from North White Plains to Grand Central. One of them locals. That's what you see here. A nice area where this station is, but it's a little noisy. You saw the train knock down the pro cab. Southeast bound at 4:09. 4:12, here comes some Stamford to Grand Central equipment. Doing a lot of inbound equipment moves this time of day. Judging by the short size of that train, well, that was 5:45. The Grand Central to North White Plains sort of limited express makes Mount Vernon West the first stop. This time of day, the 500 series trains are the express trains to North White Plains, whereas the 300 series trains are the Galapagos tortoises. That short train that went by with the M8s, he's undoubtedly going to go out as a New Canaan train later. Here's an interesting train coming. This is more equipment out of North White Plains, a 12-car set of M7As. He's going to make up train 557 going out to White Plains North on the Super Express. Grand Central, and then Scarsdale, Hartsdale, White Plains, and White Plains North. A train to North White Plains, the best train in the universe is train 557. Grand Central, and the next stop Scarsdale, Hartsdale, White Plains, and White Plains North. Even I would love riding on that one. Gotta be alert here. 418, that was a South Norwalk bound train. Coming from behind is 664 from Southeast to Grand Central. Watch him knock down that Pro Cab at CP 109. Stopping at Botanical Garden is train 345, the North White Plains Seahorse. It's a Harrison-bound train at 424. 4:30, here comes 1544, Grand Central to New Haven. Just pulled out of Fordham around the curve. Here's a real high wheeler, 3542. Out of Grand Central, he stops at Stamford, Bridgeport, and New Haven only. Here's 645 for Southeast with M3s. It's one of those express jobs. Goes non-stop from 125th Street to Chappaqua. I'm alongside track 3 now. We've got another train of M3s coming. Train 564 from North White Plains to Grand Central. This, however, is one of the slowpokes. track 3, or excuse me, track number 4, is 600 from Southeast to Grand Central. On both platforms, there are generators running with Metro-North workers around. I wonder if maybe that water main break caused a problem with the electricity here. And the lights here are being provided for by emergency power. Here's 547, Mount Vernon West, the next stop. Somewhat speedy train, the North White Plains. Grand Central Band equipment at 4:45. It's getting a little cooler out, but it's still quite pleasant for December. That was 1371 from Stamford to Grand Central. Yeah, I'm going to catch 349 and ride up to Woodlawn. He'll be in a few minutes. He'll have M3s too. There's too much noise around here between the sirens and helicopters flying overhead and generators running and just a lot of ruckus going on with that water main break around here. It's just a little bit hard on the ears. Oh, here comes 4649 for Southeast, another one of those expresses. Well, here's 1546 for New Haven. Here comes 349 in for a stop here. White Plains, North White Plains local. Gonna take a ride on this local a couple of stops. Alright, detrained off of 349 at Woodlawn, 2 stops down. We'll hang around here for about an hour and a half. And I've got 3 good reasons why I'm doing that. Next stop will be Wakefield. North end of the station here is CP 112. This is where the New Haven line diverges off from the Harlem Line. Here's 649 for Southeast at 504 with more M3s. Some great track sound here. It's a little bit quieter than Botanical Garden was. If you were planning to go to the holiday train show at the Botanical Garden this evening, you'd be disappointed since they closed it due to the water main break. Thankfully, I wasn't planning on going. Here comes 1750 for New Canaan. A pretty long train for a New Canaan. 504, here comes 551. Runs non-stop from Harlem 125 to Scarsdale and then all stops. Oh, here comes 668 in from southeast at 508. .351 to Crestwood. Out of Harlem 125, his next stop will be coming up shortly, Mount Vernon West. Here we go. We got another high wheeler, 3546. Makes Stamford, Bridgewood, and New Haven only. Here comes 1248 for Harrison at 515. 1373 from Stamford to Grand Central is coming too. That's a train of interest. Well, here comes 1373. Stamford to Grand Central. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to come here. He'll be coming back in a little while for New Rochelle, and then he'll deadhead back to Grand Central. So I got two more chances to get it. 651 to Southeast. Well, here's 1575 from New Haven to Grand Central. Just coming off the New Haven line here. Here's some equipment heading into Grand Central from North White Plains. And approaching is 653 from Grand Central to Mount Kisco. Scarsdale, the next stop. Here's train 353 from Grand Central to North White Plains. I might as well speak as slowly as the train is. here's a train going in the opposite direction, 368 from North White Plains. Well, here comes 1848 from Grand Central to Danbury. First of 4 Danbury through trains. Should see a couple of more. 5:30, this is 355 for Crestwood. He'll stop here. He should be passed by 1752 bound for New Canaan. Stamford is the next stop. .536 is 1352 to Stamford. Harrison is his first stop. Oh, here comes a fast train at 5:37, 570 from North White Plains to Grand Central. Sort of a reverse commute express. Goes non-stop from Scarsdale to Fordham, then Harlem, and then Grand Central. 5:39, here comes 943 bound for faraway Wassaic. The last through train that we'll see. They run 2. Oh, 544, here comes 1456 for Bridgeport. Right behind him at 545 is a real hot one. 655 for Southeast. He goes non-stop from Grand Central to Chappaqua. And he's got M3s. He's running on track number 2. .548, that was 1458, bound for South Norwalk. Approaching is 657 at 548, bound for Brewster. Odd terminal. After he drops his passengers off in Brewster, he probably goes right into the yard. Well, coming around the bend at 5:53 is the best of the best for North White Plains bound trains. Train 557 goes nonstop from Grand Central to Scarsdale, then Hartsdale, White Plains North. North White Plains, and he's got 12 M7s on him. That is one White Plains, North White Plains, I don't know, they used to call it White Plains North years ago. That's one train to North White Plains that I would be proud to ride on. Yeah, this goes back a ways. Metro North used to have stations that had North as the word at the end. It used to be a Croton North of Croton Harmon, but that station no longer exists. Brewster North, that was changed to Southeast. And White Plains North was changed to North White Plains. Well, here's 357 to Crestwood with M3s. First stop is Mount Vernon West, shortly. Here comes 1360 bound for Stamford at 6 o'clock. Here comes another one of those hot shots. 657, Grand Central to Southeast, non-stop Grand Central to Chappaqua. Couple of trains coming in. Inbound equipment. Here comes 661 bound from Mount Kisco. For Grand Central at 6:10. Well, arriving at 6:11 is train 359 along on his dawdling run to North White Plains. What's your name?
Dev.
All right, take care.
Have a great night.
You too.
All right.
All these equipment trains, my goodness. All right, approaching at 6:13, carrying on New Haven Railroad Heritage, is train 1860 for Danbury. The Danbury trains have really been showing off the New Haven ancestry of their runs. This will have the 230 on it. Albany. Here comes 361 for Crestwood. Mount Vernon West, the next stop. All the limited stop Harlem MUs are using track number 2. Well, approaching at 6:21 is a train of great interest, train 1268 for New Rochelle. Out of Grand Central, he stops at Mount Vernon East, Pelham, and New Rochelle only. And you'll get to see why this is a train of interest. They'll be coming back shortly. We switched over to the inbound platform alongside track 4. We got 1568 Grand Central to New Haven, 627. Three-bagger coming. 363 on the left for North White Plains. Should have 1770 for New Canaan and 663 to Brewster. The Brewster train is in the middle. Look at this. This is awesome. Great lighting here. This is 363, another one of those clunkers. Well, here comes 572 down from North White Plains to Grand Central. $14.70 to Bridgeport. $6.36. This is 563 Grand Central to North White Plains. Non-stop from Harlem 125 to Scarsdale. Third Danbury train. Equipment from North White Plains with M3s. Here's a deadhead coming in from New Rochelle. Switching over to track 1, coming off the New Haven line. Track 2, excuse me. This is 674 from southeast to Grand Central. This is 1279 from Harrison to Grand Central. Got some inbound equipment coming down the Harlem Line. And those people are traveling a long distance. That was 3568. The last of the super limiteds to New Haven. Makes Stamford, Bridgeport, and New Haven only. I think on all those 3500 series trains, the Stamford stop is for discharge or actually receiving only. All right, here comes a very important equipment train from New Rochelle to Grand Central. We saw it go by a little while ago. It's my third time seeing this tonight. Back in Grand Central Terminal, and you got two trains heading out Stamford way within minutes of each other. New Canaan going a little further than Stamford. And the catch at the 741 is 1382, which has the Holiday Lights equipment. It'll be the fourth time I've seen it today. There's 1382 on track 25. He'll be pulling out at 741. Well, I think you can safely say that I have overdosed on this equipment today. Saw it 4 times. It was just a very favorable schedule for me to view it this evening. Here goes 1778 for New Canaan. What's coming in from Poughkeepsie. Nice to be in the right place at the right time, huh? All aboard. cut down the HEP on the PC. They don't waste any time getting somebody to attend to the locomotive. As you heard the PC being handled, HEP turned off, HEP turned on, bell and horn tested. Let's call it a day. Great day, beautiful day.